My name is Talia Montera. This is my submission for the 2021 Region 4 State Qualifying Tournament. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day or your month or even your year, but I'll be there for you. Friends, an important part of life. When most of us are younger, our first friend could be considered our sibling. According to the United States Census Bureau, most children, 78%, have lived with at least one sibling. Me? Oh, my first friend was somebody called Lily Pad. Look, it's hard to make friends when you're part of 22% of the population that has no siblings. But where do these friendships start? How do they begin? And, more importantly, how do we keep them? Although making new friends seems hard at first, trying out new different routes with diverse friends can help you along. But don't forget to bring your old friends too. First off, let's grab our hiking gear and go out into the wilderness that is friendship. As we start out on flat, even ground. Next, we'll climb the rocky terrain. Whew, using everyone's diverse abilities to keep them safe and secure. Finally, we will view the gorgeous terrain from above, as we realize that our friendships will last us a lifetime, as they have helped us throughout our adventure. But what is this flat, even ground? Elementary school, or school in general. But when you get to elementary school, things are complicated for the first day or so. According to Childhood Development, an introduction, from the peer group, the child receives feedback about his competencies. Steve Yessen and Sandrock John. At a young age, kids are already comparing themselves to not only their peers, but their teachers as well. That way they can figure out who they want to be friends with and who they don't get along with. And it's obviously easy. Two kids like the same color, they're going to be friends. A whole group of kids likes a popular kids TV show, they're going to be friends. But in middle school, things get complex. Everyone wants to fit in, be the cool, popular kid. You don't fit in? Psh, you don't belong here. In high school, it's even worse. Kids already have whole clans set up. You know, the jocks, cheerleaders, band kids, drama kids, cyber kids. And if you don't fit their tedious requirements, you're not allowed in. Unless it's speech and debate. We welcome everyone. The point is, it's okay not to have a big circle of friends. Merriam-Webster defines friends as friend, a favored companion. Or, according to My Little Pony, friendship is magic. A friend is someone you get along with, someone you can trust, someone you relate to. And it's perfectly normal if you and your friend don't match. You don't have to be the same in everything. Spice it up, mix it up, diversify your friend group. Now, remember those clans that I talked about? Kids are inclined to join certain clans, but that shouldn't keep you from making friends in other, clubs as they're really called. Maybe you're a nerd and you're a little scared of people. Maybe try to go out and be bold and maybe be friends with a jock. Or maybe you're a cheerleader, dancing, having fun. Maybe try to be friends with a cyber kid that's hiding out in the corner, scared of everybody. Remember, high school isn't a cheesy comedy movie about the underdog nerd beating the big jock. Some stereotypes do fit certain kids, but not every jock or cheerleader's gonna be that mean, peppy kid that knows what to wear on Tuesday. And another thing is that some friends might go when you're going to another club because you have a friend there. Hey, if you join that club, we're not going to be friends. Or they might purely be upset because you're making friends outside of your own group. They'll go, as previously mentioned, hey, if you keep making friends outside of this club, then we're not going to be friends. We're going to go over these kinds of people later, but for now, it's better if you leave them alone and slowly phase them out of your friend circle that you're going to acquire. Now, some people have a hard time making friends, and that's okay. Maybe you're a shy loner kid who doesn't really know what to do when talking to new people, and you haven't really come out of your shell yet. Or maybe you have a reputation and everyone fears you for it. You might even just be too loud for people. I mean, I've had a hard time making friends. Not that I don't try to be friendly. It's more like I'm too loud and brash when it comes to talking to others. Hey, some kids are even oblivious. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you always have to be bad and negative about making friends. As according to UC Boulder's Health and Wellness Services, look for things you may have in common, such as personality, sense of humor, or shared experiences. Being negative won't help you make friends purely, but it can help you avoid some pretty bad people, as you may run into some false plateaus on your friendship hike. Ever heard of Julius Caesar? Well, if you need a quick reminder, here is a rundown of Caesar's friendship, if you could call it that, with Brutus. Brutus doesn't trust Caesar that much because Caesar is establishing himself as a dictator. So Caesar then establishes himself as a dictator, or emperor, as I should say, as Brutus joins the conspiracy with the help of Decius. After Caesar crowns himself emperor, he goes down to the Senate House to make some final statements to other people. But before he's able to do so, all of the conspirators, 60 of them, decide to go and stab Caesar. Sadly, out of the 60, or luckily, only 23 hit. Good job, guys. Because of this, it still kills Caesar, and the last person to stab Caesar is Brutus himself. This is also where the famous line, "Et tu, Brute," is uttered. This is an example of a toxic friendship, similar to a toxic relationship. At first, these friends may seem like allies, or people you can genuinely trust, but in your darkest hour, they reveal that there was an underlying reason to the friendship, or worse, that you were never friends in the first place. And these friends have the potential to ruin entire lives, like we saw with Caesar. Before I move on, 2 tips on how to figure out if a friend is becoming toxic or already is toxic. Same goes for friendships. 1 is that they are or become excessively needy. Say you're running a track meet, doing a presentation, or performing a speech. Your phone is blowing up with texts. Your friend is constantly trying to call on you on your phone. Or they show up to the track meet to ask why you're not answering them. They want your attention and they want it now. They don't care if you're in the middle of something really important that could cost you points, your team, or your job. They don't care. My second point is suddenly everything becomes about them. Maybe you had a good day. Your boss complimented you. They had a great day. They got a raise. Or maybe you had a bad day and you accidentally got your favorite shoes wet. They had a worse day and they got a jacket wet that they really liked, even if it wasn't raining. But just like how every rocky hill climb has beautiful foliage, anybody here into football? Yeah, me neither. But Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have a really good track record. According to Insider, how the greatest head coach quarterback duo grew together and eventually came apart, they have the best winning percentage out of any duo. 6 Super Bowl wins and 30 playoff wins. Travis Scott, Insider. Now, I know the Patriots tend to cheat, but that record seems amazing to me. Remember, You choose your friends, so pick wisely. They can help you be successful. We've now reached the zenith of our hike. We've started out on the flat, even ground, used everyone's diverse abilities to help us through the rocky terrain and through toxic friendships, and have finally reached the top of our hike. But it's not the end of our adventures, as I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. Thank you.